Needy Streamer Overload, one of the most twisted and unique games to come out last year, the anticipated streamer bait simulator that made waves, showing us viewers the virtual hellscape that is live streaming. Within days of its release, streamers quickly jumped on the game, ready to laugh with their fans at the game's inaccuracies, the exaggerations, or how relatable all of it is. And then it vanished. Video after video, this game continues to spread long after its release. But what has Needy Streamer done to keep on trending? Did it get live streaming right? Is it just another boomer game missing the point? And have we got a good yandere waifu? Needy Streamer's goal was to be a distillation of not just streaming culture but social media as a whole, taking the past 10 years of internet culture to form an entertaining parody. Needy Streamer was due to be the world's biggest shitpost, the lucky star of Twitch, the apology video the internet needs but doesn't deserve, and yet despite that, it's a pretty fucking good game. It's not unusual to jump into a simulator expecting a remarkably chill atmosphere, a cheerful guide giving you tasks to do, mechanics to learn and goals to achieve, all while getting immersed in the whole experience. Work as a farmer growing your crops and tending to the land, a bartender learning all the different drinks and customers' personalities, or raising a digital goblin, worrying more about its diet than its killing tendencies. It never really feels bad to lose because everything has such low stakes, and with enough time, you can accomplish anything. Problem is, you need to get 1 million followers in 30 days. Needy Streamer is just evil, uncompromising, and has no problem drawing you in with cute waifus only to crush you under the weight of your own actions. It's a management sim where you lack control. A visual novel without the romance. You play the game, see everything unraveling and think, I have no idea what I'm doing. When the game starts, Ame introduces herself with a lot of emotional damage. She's actually a ridiculously selfish and vapid girl with a tendency to get carried away and desperately needs approval. And the only cure to all this is to become rich, famous, and validated by the faceless masses as Kangel, the internet angel. Your job as P-chan is to do everything. Set up streams, cook her breakfast, brush her teeth, except set up a meeting with a therapist, which is what she actually needs.
How long have you felt that way?
Every day has 3 turns, 2 in the day and 1 in the evening for streaming, but you can only do that if you have an idea for what to stream. Whilst easy at the start, they fade away with no real guidance for what to do next. Hanging out with Ame gets you gaming skills, posting stream alerts builds your audience, all while Ame's stress, affection and mental darkness increase more than you can lower them. And this is a warning for what the game really is. Rent's due and you only have $5. Every day brings Ame closer to boiling point. She sleeps in, refuses to work, gives in to addictions, just for a break from a reality that's quickly collapsing. We see a lot of yandere characters who lose everything and themselves in the process, in shows like Shuffle, School Days, or Higurashi. These are shows where even though they do some horrifying things, it comes from a relatable place. Shion loses Satoshi and is cursed by demons. Sekai falls in love with the wrong guy, while Kaide's like, I missed the boat. Not that one. And then there's Ame, wanting an easier life but having no energy left to do it herself. She's broken beyond repair and it's difficult to see what's left of her personality beyond being cute and dependent. And that's what makes her so divisive. She isn't immediately likable, she is a burden on the player. And unless you play more, that's all she will ever be. She doesn't want to improve herself, only her situation, making us ask if she's even deserving of help. Also in Japanese, the word needy is a play on words for two-dimensional. So yeah. What makes this scary is that you invest into this character regardless, getting attached to Ame as her past is revealed, only for the game to take it all away. Is her stress too high? Mental darkness too low? Mess her affection up and she goes full yandere. Or worse. The game has a habit of throwing things at you with no real right answer, like what to put on her wish list, only for it to actually arrive. Or what to say to Ame during her moments. What comments to delete, what comments to ignore. You'll probably guess some of the right answers, but it's another random element that weighs you down. Did you forget to respond to her text messages? Back you go. Did you just hit max stress? Back you go. Alright, this time we'll play it safe, maintaining her health in the hospital. Forget the streams. This time, things will be different. Over time you just feel dead inside battling Ami's insecurities, hoping that if you can try just one more time you can finally hit 1 million and it will all be worth it. And then you do. She gets her big house and her big car, she blows kisses to her fans and... it's all over. She hates everything. This is where the real game starts. Within a single click you realize you're not at the end, you're at the beginning. And you're in too deep to quit now. The entire game is a lie that's just laughing at you for even trying to fix this. So what exactly is the point of all this? If you get too high numbers you lose, too low and you lose, abuse her, praise her, 20 hours later of thankless trying. None of it actually matters. And this is what I love about indie game developers. It's the sort of brazen confidence that can only come from an indie developer, taking risks and potentially making a frustrating experience only to create something even more memorable. You know, like trust issues. Nyaura is both the creator and writer of Needy Streamer Overload, having a history of writing articles about mental health and running an otaku community long before this game, and is working on some manga. He grew up playing visual novels from the 90s, the dating sim kind, and this game is a love letter to them. The characters, the atmospheric music, the writing that's able to take its time, however this was just the wrong time for it. We've seen the gaming industry grow into the giant it is today whilst the sales for visual novels has only been getting smaller. They wondered if this would make any money and the games that did were game changers. Visual novels were becoming more interactive as an evolution of the genre. This shaped Needy Streamer into what it is today. Within a week of its release, Needy Streamer sold over 200,000 copies, only needing 100 to break even, and now a year later with over 1 million sales. This was definitely trending on Twitch and YouTube for its window of release. And it's because of this. When you hear a game is about modern internet culture, you assume it'll be done poorly, that it's just boomers coming to make money with observations 10 years out of date. So it played into this tribalism, marketing the game as something to break. Defeat was made interesting. And intended. You're not supposed to be good at the game, you're supposed to fail, and even giving up is an intended experience. Needy Streamer created a space where streamers' reactions are unique, but collectively are all the same. One big reaction video, just waiting to be pushed out by the algorithm. The videos write themselves even today, having a timeless quality to it, transformative by its nature, allowing the user's personality to shine, and by giving passive content they're able to fill in the blanks. Whilst it's not difficult to play, it does require experience to get a majority of the endings, meaning you just won't see them on someone's stream, and they hit harder and weirder the deeper you get. And I think that's the problem. Because of its design, when you play the game, you might see this, or this. NANI? Thanks. A few of the endings just kinda suck when you think about the journey leading up to them. Pop-ups are just kinda lazy. And why is the yandere ending the worst one when people eat this stuff up? Surely you make this the best one. Or you can watch the School Days video I'm working on where they do that. There are 27 endings, but you only need 22 to get the true ending. To get access to one final playthrough and find out the true nature of what P-chan is, this file gives you Ame's motivation and plays the game from Ame's perspective, giving a teaser for the future as you open this file. They did miss some opportunities though, like the repetitive dialogue and gameplay, the lack of meaningful conversations, the references normies won't get, some endings are too long, and then some people just don't like reading. But these criticisms are outweighed by what it does right. The Vaporwave art style, the music, the unreliable narration, the endings adding layers of meaning to the next, pushing you forward just asking for interpretation. There's some pretty creative stuff here. It's self-aware, relatable, and also pretty funny. You can tell this was made by people who not only knew about streaming but how to make it a genuine joy to play. And if you play games for an emotional reaction, I'd strongly suggest you check this out. Kenju and Ame work as insert mascots for mental health and social media. A lens through which we can laugh at all the world's craziness. And the developers know this game captured that feeling. It's not surprising these music videos trended on a platform where people compete to see who is the most broken, or why it did with the Nintendo Switch release, or the live streams, or why it will trend again in the future. Needy Streamer resonates with people, even as a parody. These moments feel real, whether from streamers we know and love or our personal lives. We've seen this before. and that is needy streamer overload. It was received well, has an anime shorts, figurines, manga spin-offs, and a cult following around the game, but this does put it in a weird place and it's difficult to see where it can go next. Kangel's story is effectively over, and yet Nyara would like to write more stories about these two, starting with a visual novel due in a few months. There's so much that can be done with the idea of a character having multiple personalities depending on what genre she's placed in, and it feels like they've only scratched the surface. Either way, this game is fantastic, and we can only wait to see what comes next. Hey, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll be covering a lot of anime, and I have a lot of videos coming your way. Whether it's the development of this game, or a full breakdown of the worst anime ever made. Or maybe you're still wondering how needy streamer is like Lucky Star, in which case, I don't know. I didn't think I would get this far. Guys, my name is Ben, I love anime, and I think you should too.